is a Snipe coming in for the Rejuv. Or the play! It happens! The Snipe! They get it! Using Deadlock Tracker, I found one of the highest skill games I could. Linking around the side, getting some lasers out. Waiting for the hook to be back up. There it is. And the pushback as well. Bebop's got the combo down. I honestly feel like I'm learning a lot by watching these people play, and maybe you'll pick up a thing or two as well, so enjoy. Let's have a look at these matchups, shall we? Viscous and Lash. Who's an asshole? Over on the yellow lane versus Dynamo and Paradox. A couple of robots. Is Paradox a robot? Who knows? Solo lane on orange. Warden versus Haze. Another duo lane on blue. Wraith. Abrams versus the Hooker Man and Vindicta. Which will be interesting seeing this combo work out. Hooks and long range. They got it all. There we got Infernus versus Ice. Ice and Fire lane. Kelvin. Very, very interesting. We'll see how these games go, how the matches up go. And Haze is already dropping quite low, actually, getting chonked a fair bit. Getting chonked a fair bit. Under the tower. Under the tower. Haze really getting bullied under the towers. Warden's playing very aggressive, but he's quite low himself. Oh, they're both dropping so low. A grenade goes out from Warden. Is he going to push? He's going up. He's going up, going for the punch. Gets it, but the Guardian gets the return kill. Is that worth? I don't know. I don't know how soul distribution works on a kill versus getting killed by a tower. Oh my god, look at this lockdown coming in. Wraith is not having a fun time. Hiding behind this billboard, getting plinked at by Vindicta. Just can't move away. Trying to run to the shop. Having a balance of long range and getting someone in close range. Are we going to see something? Yeah, Bebop's gone in aggressive. Getting some hooks, getting some bombs. And Vindicta trying to get the follow-up damage. There we go. After the bomb goes off, gets the kill. Nicely done. Throw more bombers. He's an aggro man. He's quite low at the moment. So we're going to keep an eye on him while he's going for another aggressive push. He's alright. He's alright. All the sleep comes out from Haze, though. She's coming in with a big on melee punch and a couple of hits. Warden trying to roll away, but can't get there. Getting the farm. I mean, Viscous is actually doing pretty well on the old CS with Lash here. They're up 2k on the net worth. We're in the lane slightly. I mean, probably by doing these little camps here. That's probably why. They know the value of getting some extra creeps in where they can. Paradox charging up something. Is this going to be a rotation on Warden? I think it is. Oh my goodness, the double rotation. Warden just trying to run away. Oh, they get him. Pretty aggressive plays. Nice rotations happening. And here we go. Sapphire Flame heading back to their lane now. Once it's under the tower. Oh, getting punched up by Viscous, though. Paradox dropping low. Dynamo on the retreat. Denies still coming in even while the fight's happening. Backing out a little bit. The Q to heal. Oh, but the shot from Paradox! And the quick burst with a couple of hits. Drops her quickly, but now she's got to be careful on Paradox. One punch from Viscous has got her very, very low. Now Viscous and Lash can probably get down this Guardian. There we go. Destroyed. Destroyed. Now Warden's in trouble again with another rotation from Dynamo. Singularity committed as well. Not gonna feel good for Warden. Not gonna feel good for Warden at all. Pretty high net worths. Viscous is fucking destroying 5k already. 5k at 6 minutes. I feel the fire and ice lane's kind of a bit sleepy. I've not really seen any action over here. That being said, though, a lot of punching now. Maybe in trouble. See, look at this. Pushes lane out. Farms small camp a bit. Goes back to harassing. Going for the last hits. But is this rotation from Lash gonna be something? It's been quite obvious. Warden dies again. Oh, Warden's getting bullied this game. Warden's getting absolutely bullied. And could this be a first kill down here? Kelvin's looking to push aggressive, and Infernus has got quite low from harass. Could this be a go from Kelvin? I mean, the Guardian is still pretty healthy, although Infernus using the ult, maybe? Trying to get the burst, but the bubble drops from Kelvin, healing him up. Is it going to be enough to sustain? Infernus dropping very low. Try to run away. And turning it back around. The back and forth here from the Ice and Fire. Both of them so scared. So scared. But Kelvin's gone to the shop. Maybe not the time to go while Vindicta's getting punished by Wraith. The rest of the team is kind of coming around and fighting. Backing out from that lane again. One of them's got to die eventually, right down here. One of them's got to die eventually. Meanwhile, Bebop's kind of getting dived a bit under his Guardian, throwing out bombs as best he can. Finally dies. Infernus, the pings are coming out. Lash is coming for the wraparound. Has ult available if needed. Gonna try and use it. There we go. Wallop. Tossed back. The chase is coming. The slows from the ice. Getting out as much damage as he can. There we go. Infernus dying. It's looking like some action's gonna happen here. On the blue lane. Pinch movements coming in from Viscous. On top of Dynamo. Using the cube to hide under the rope. As the team's coming in, Lash on the chase now, on the pursuit. But losing vision. Dynamo is kind of out of there. Scuttling away, but pincer movement still coming across. Actually bumps into Warden, who's really not having a game. Really having a rough one. Trying to help out his team. As they're pushing up aggressive, but getting hooked on Warden, punched up in the air, the Bada Bomber. Does a lot of damage, but the ice bubble. Saving them for a little while longer. While the team's coming in, Abrams trying to retreat out a bit. Hiding down. Two of them down on Ember Hand. As Sapphire Flame come in now. Grouping up. Oh, that's a nice hook into the bomb. Into the punch under the Guardian. Oh, it doesn't quite make the range, but it's still a lot of burst. Now going underground. Looking for the finish off as Abrams running up the stairs. Turning it around for a punch. I love the ballsy play through the veil. Back underground again. The team's coming in to help find him. And there we go. The bomb connected with the hook as well, just to finish him off. A long ring around the rosies in the underground. Oh, that's a nice hook from Bebop. But it is under the Guardian. Oh, the Bomber, though. Look at the burst. Look at the burst from this lad. Insane. Insane. Lash even tried to use his ult there to try and just live. To try and live, but couldn't get it. Bebop looking for something again. There's a nice hook. Oh, into the turnaround punch. Lovely play from Bebop, but Abrams, he's tanky and he's quick. He manages to run away. Oh, this Bebop chap is insane. Actually insane, but Warden's coming in with a bit of lockdown. A Warpstone used there from Bebop. Not seen that before, actually. Nice to see some active items. Hayes does use the ult here to finish off one kill. But the turnaround happens with Viscous and Wraith. Oh, but Wraith actually gets punished as well. Now just Viscous standing. Versus a lot of them. Turning into the cube to survive. Wasting Infernus ult, but Warden, he's coming too late. As a singularity's used. Warden, your whole team is dead. You don't want to be here anymore. You don't want to be here anymore. Oh, is Lash gonna commit to the chain feed here? There's no tower here to defend. There's no Guardian. Oh, the blink in from the Bebop. Throwing the bombs, throwing the punch. It's just a getaway punch, though. I kind of like this. I rate this play. I rate this play the Warpstone. What does it actually give you? Weapon damage and spirit damage. Oh, look at that. The hook into punchback. Incredible. I gotta keep my eye on this Bebop. He's great. He is great. Look at this. The bombs. The punching. Cube stalls out the damage, though. And now Bebop's the one in danger. Using a Warpstone again to try and get away along with the Fleetfoot, but it's not enough. Viscous now getting wrapped on. Has pushed quite far up the lane. The gank squad comes in. And the lockdown is there. Look at these guys roaming around together. Playing very nicely. So what other items does this Bebop have, right? He's got the Warp Stone. He's gone for a Silence. And also Fleet Foot, which is removes movement speed penalty while shooting. Gain bonus movement speed and ammo on the active. Now he's running in, looking for some action down here. He's seen them on the map. Seen them on the lane. There's the Abrams looking for a hooking. Is he gonna find anything? Throwing it out for a Viscous, but not there. Throws the Silence out. Some lockdown coming in. Blinking around the side, getting some lasers out. Waiting for the hook to be back up. There it is, and the pushback as well. Bebop's got the combo down, but the cube stalling out the damage. Into the ball to roll away. The ult is dropped by Bebop. Try to get down this cube while Lash throws out a big ulti, trying to get down Infernus. He does get it. Can they find... Oh, Viscous dropping so low with the ult from Vindicta. Running on the buildings, running on the rooftop, having to hide around the corner. Trying to get there. Slowed. Still alive for a little longer. Dynamo's here. Gets the stun, but the cube was there. It's not enough, though. It's not enough. It was a nice play, but it's not enough. Now Dynamo going for Lash as well. The bunts up. Into the kill. And Kelvin getting hooked by Bebop. Blown up. Was Abrams being chased here across the map? Oh, he's waiting for the turnaround through the gate. But are they actually going there? Okay, they stopped to farm. They stopped to farm. Abrams thought he was going to make a cheeky turnaround play through the teleporter. But couldn't. Bebop now running around to defend the souls. Defend the souls, deliver the souls. It's interesting watching the pathing route of people that know what they're doing as well. Avoiding the center of the map. Taking a safer route. Knows Warden's here. Drops the souls to get some punching out with the hook. Nicely done. Committing the ult for the finish off in the air. Farms a couple creeps, then we'll probably go back for the little urn. There we go. This is impressive. This really shows the difference between the pubby games, or the scrubby games, and top 0.1% really shows. I mean, just by one net worth, but also the movements, the grouping. There's a lot more people running around together, looking for things as a team. Little old Frozone man here, not with the team. We'll get the skate away through the air. Getting slowed a little bit. Oh, Dynamo with those actives. Getting a lot of lockdown and control on this lad. Very nicely done. And now Abrams is in trouble as well. And I need to sneeze. Jesus! Oh, they're gonna get him under the walker. Bebop going aggressive, but Lash tossing up the team. Sapphire Flame got to try and back out here. They're trying to get some follow-up damage with the lockdown as the chase happens. Infernus is gonna die. Wraith as well. Is anyone gonna live? Is anyone gonna live? Maybe. But it seems the ones retreating are actually just turning it around. It's hard to tell who's actually in favor of this fight. It's looking like Sapphire Flame with the fake backsies leave the defensive walker position and bait old Amberhand out to get the kills. And then return after getting them to get the walker. Nice, 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 nice plays. This kind of feels like Sapphire Flame's game to lose at this point. They're up 20k. I feel that the lockdown of Bebop and Dynamo is proving very useful for them. But is the Snipe coming in? Is the Snipe coming in for the Rejuv? Or the play! It happens! The Snipe! They get it! Oh my god, Abrams gets the Snipe! On the Rejuvenator! Does die for it! Kelvin costs a life as well. But a huge play! Absolutely huge play! And Wraith coming up for some damage on the side here. Gotta be careful. I mean, okay, Sapphire hand, Amber hand. Maybe not doing that. They get the Snipe, but it's costing them a lot of lives. But the quick respawn times means they can come back into the fight quite quickly. Quite quickly indeed. Vindicta trying to fly away and get out as much damage as possible, but not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Now Abrams has respawned. He's coming in for some more action. But I think Ray seems to be cleaning house a bit. Cleaning house indeed. Flash died again.
This is only the beginning.
It's going close. Trying to retreat now, Dynamo. Abrams gets the punch. Wow. Wow. That Rejuvenator steal was huge. Was huge. I feel like everyone died on Amber, but because they all respawned so fast, they were able to basically fight again. Sapphire hand. Sapphire flame. Fuck me. Couldn't sustain basically 2 lives from everyone. Evens it out, actually increases the net worth for Amber to take the lead. And now Amber hand staying relatively grouped up. Viscous on the rat play. Whether they want to focus the building or focus the heroes, we'll see. But Dynamo's coming from behind. The lockdown, the click in. Forces the bubble, but the damage is there. A quick sleep for the lockdown as well. Gets the clicking off. This is a great game. This is a cracker. Lash farming up on the rooftops, looking for the little buffs from the golden pots. But runs into Bebop. Gets silenced, gets bunched away. It's a lot of damage. I feel everyone's going to Warpstone. Everyone's going Warpstone. Very popular item. Very popular. Oh, Abrams might be in trouble here. This Paradox tries to hunt. Can't quite get it. Can't quite get it. Dynamo now playing aggressive, getting some stuns out. Or the hook not quite connecting. The heals to sustain a little bit. As although they won a big old fight, Amber Hands now back in their base, playing defensive. As Lash gets an ulti, gets a few clumps. The toss back, but is it enough to get any kills with his team? Commits in a lot. And Abrams going in quite deep. He's behind the team. Having to back out a little bit. Lash coming in aggressive again. Big old stomp. As Kelvin drops the ice, but doesn't really catch anyone in it to do anything. A singularity goes off. But is the damage there for the team? Oh. Dynamo dropping. Bebop dropping. Infernus dropping. It's not the push they were after. And now Hayes is having to retreat. Did I say Dynamo dropping? No, he's the only one alive, Joe. He's the only one alive. He is the one dropping now, though. Not sure whether, like, because everyone's playing together, on one hand, it's easy to keep track of, right? On the other hand, the team fights are so much more chaotic. So much more chaotic. I'm not having to look on like 4 different parts of the map in these games. But also, I'm having to keep track of a lot more spells in each fight. A lot more spells. This is a close game. I think Amber Hand looking towards mid now. They're expecting the respawn of mid boss anytime. Any moment now, he should be on the respawn. Maybe, I don't actually know the respawn time, but maybe the pros do. As a little engagement comes in through the Side here. Bebop will commit the ult to try and finish off Viscous. And she does eventually die. Eventually, and Warden in a spot of bother again. Easy lockdown dynamo, playing insane, and that's the sound of mid-boss coming back up. But, although Amber Hand were clumping to try and do something, they've lost a couple of people, and now they're having to retreat. As you got 30 seconds, without a couple of their members, Calvin will just drop the bubble to defend the Guardian, but isn't going to save his life or the Guardian's. And into the base they come for the push. Lash getting some ults down while Infernus trying to get some damage out. And here comes the ult. Bing bop. But he's in trouble now. Getting slow, trying to roll away. Not going to be there. Dynamo as well, trying to back out, but a lot of bursts coming. They do get him. The chase is on for some more. But I think that's all they can get. Here we go. With a few kills. Into the mid pit. Get him mid boss. Bebop coming in for some contest with Hayes, who's actually just delivering the urn instead. Bebop looking for something crazy. The Rejuvenator dropping, but he's been spotted trying to get a punch away, but locked down by Warden. Just happened to back out. Tried for something cheeky, but they were onto him. A second Rejuvenator for Amber Hand here. Oh, maybe turning this into a push. As Wraith has found Hayes on the side lane with a cheeky little pickoff. Dead for a minute. And they're starting to commit here. On Park Avenue, Pink Lane. Bebop coming for some defense though. The Walker's on a little bit of health to help out. As Lash trying to get the ulti on a couple, but only gets it on the one. As Bebop holding back to getting defensive. Infernus does die. Big old laser beam. But getting stunned by Viscous. Pushes him out of it as the push is coming in. Viscous is on the side. Some nice movement getting round. Playing aggressive, a Warpstone going for a punch. Sapphire Flame forced into the base. Forced into the base and a singularity. It's committed. But I'm not sure it's going to be enough. As they're all having to run back to heal up. 3 dead. Although in the base... Crazy, I think I actually punched back out there by Bebop by accident. The shrines go down. The patron exposed. Oh, nice singularity. But there's no damage to follow up. There's no damage to follow up at all. It's a desperate defense now. And just Infernus left. Holding on as much as they can. Maybe trying to juke them out the base. It's not looking great. Paradox and Hayes. Maybe too squishy to go in by themselves. They need a bit of frontline here. As Lash diving into the base to toss them out. Gets Paradox with a slam. But she's able to jump away with a Warpstone and they just go for the end. Incredible plays. Incredible plays. Everyone in this game played insane.